My poetry started off because I had a support worker from Bernardo's, and she introduced me to poetry, and I just really enjoyed it because it gave me a sense of relief doing poetry and being able to express my emotions through, a beautiful thing. And I liked the attention that I got from the poetry because it was such a good and positive thing. A lot of my poems are based off my mental health, so I do struggle a lot with my mental health, and I've got really low self-esteem, so I do struggle to lift myself up and believe in positive things people are saying, which is kind of horrible because people see me as such a bubbly person, but deep down I'm nothing like that. It's just really an act. And with poetry, it's opening a door and kind of exposing myself in a way. Say with my poem Exposed, that's about being honest with my CAMHS worker because I'm with CAMHS. And basically it was just about me trying to hold information in and keep it inside, but I know that that won't help me. So the poem Exposed was me expressing my emotions to my CAMHS worker and explaining fully what had gone on. Soaking coldness drips onto my snowy lips, blurred trees behind me, roots that grab my chest and brings my consciousness back and forth. Which is the right direction? Hands that the frost has clenched holds my heart, rapidly taking my thoughts round my bloodstream, cheerful smiles as I painfully fade into a memory. Shock of the wheels that drive by, spinning with my eyes slammed shut and tied down ears, unable to take anyone's hand. Voice box that only explains pain, not thoughts. Eyes that are filled of Friday's assumptions, clothes that walk their own path. Tongue that remembers tasting the fear of 2019. Heart that has taken a huge role because of the brain. Stumbling bones that grind on rustiness. Muscles that grab my soul tightly and become stone. Tears that hurt the ribs of my loved ones. Thoughts that overflow the bucket and fill others. Food that also gets rejected cries. Red wires asking for help. Mirrors that lost their self-worth years ago. Organs that are kept busy and on their toes. Shoes that can no longer run away from the truth. Myself, finding the meaning of self-worth. Well, with my overdose, I have had multiple suicide attempts, and I have been in hospital, but my recent one, that was in June, I was in resus because I did take a really lethal overdose. And when you're in a dark place, and because I have no distractions and you're constantly thinking because of, you've got no release, you're just constantly thinking about all the negatives and you get yourself into a negative trap cycle. And my experience was that I've not had quite a good home life, so I've moved in with my friend and that's caused a lot of stress, and I genuinely can't deal with stress a lot, as it puts me in a situation, makes me physically ill as well. And with my suicide attempts, it's always been because I feel like I don't deserve to live, and I don't know, it's just not having the sense of self-worth that people need to have. I think a key factor for people's mental health getting worse is not being listened to. People just assume things and put you into a category and keep you stuck there. And I think services do wait a stupid amount of time to help people. And I know that there's a lot of people that are underfunded, but it's not really an excuse. Like, if you need to listen to people, and when you don't feel listened to, it's detrimental to your self-worth, because you think, oh well, I'm not good enough for them to help me, and then it, you know, creates competition. Oh well, I need to get worse because then they'll see me. Bernardo's has really helped me. It's an amazing service, is Bernardo's. I'd recommend it to anyone. Everyone's just welcome, and it's not like they're reading off books. They're actually genuine people, because you go to people, professionals, and you speak to them, and it's like they're just reading off a book, and you're not getting any, sympathy or empathy. But with Bernardo's, it's totally different. Like, you feel like they're your friends and they're actually there for you. So with Bernardo's, it's like having a new family.